What up YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Sahela.
And I'm her husband Adam.
And this is episode 14 of our home renovation series.
Before we dive into the last episode of our home renovation series, Sahela and I just wanted to say a big thank you to everybody who's watched and supported along the way.
It's always bittersweet when these things come to an end, and if you're not ready for the party to be over, I have started a new design and DIY series called IsThatSoh at Home, where I'll now be focusing on transforming this house into a home.
On the first episode of that series, Sahela tackles a master bedroom refresh, and she killed it. So please go check it out, show support, and follow IsThatSoh at Home on Instagram.
Yeah, come say hi. It would mean the world to me. But I'm also really excited to get into this episode. So without further ado, let's jump into it. Following the completion of Drywall, a beautiful contemporary art piece I had won in an art fundraiser was delivered and installed. It was such a pleasure to host the artist Earth Angel and learn more about how the piece came to be over lunch. I had my dear friend and gallery co-owner Emma Bain join us in finding the perfect spot to display it. The three of us settled on a small wall near the dining room window where it can't be missed. I also had a chance to paint the bright red structural pole in the basement matte white. The plan here is to turn it into a light, a DIY project I look forward to sharing in my new series. So I am feeling very excited today because today is microcement day. We're gonna be starting the microcement process and transforming my basement bathroom. I'm really excited to be partnering with Surface Culture on this project, and I can't wait to see what the bathroom looks like once it's all done. Having never used or designed something with microcement before, it was unreal to witness this transformation. Unlike tile, microcement ends up being only 3 to 4 millimeters thick, so proper application, especially in a bathroom setting, is crucial. Experience and expertise is what we got from Surface Culture, masters in Venetian plaster, microcement, and decorative surfaces. With over 2 decades of experience, Hubert, owner of Surface Culture, not only leads the charge when it comes to best practices for achieving a watertight seal, but he lives and breathes elegant finishes, offering certified advanced application courses to anyone interested in learning. Microcementing a bathroom my size typically takes about a week to complete, as each layer requires time to cure and harden. I am so happy with how the microcement turned out. I think we absolutely nailed the color. It's so pretty, and I'm just really happy with our decision to try it for the basement bathroom.
Yeah, it really worked out great. We were concerned about the bathroom and the wet area in the bathroom, how we were going to waterproof that, but the substrate we used was waterproof. We then applied a sealant to that substrate and then the microcement on top of that, which is waterproof itself. So the combination of those three things, we're pretty confident that the wet area is not going to have any water issues.
Yeah, and it was great to work with Hubert at Surface Culture. He is so detail-oriented, very responsive if you have any questions, and of course he's a wealth of knowledge, so being able to tap into that and gain the confidence that we needed to actually pull the trigger on doing microcement in the bathroom was incredible. While we awaited the arrival of final materials to finish off the microcement, my electrician stopped by to give us some working pot lights and plugs. We also moved ahead and installed the marble tiles I had spent months sourcing, a checkerboard mix of Hone Ming Green and White Carrara. I actually could only find the Ming Green tiles in a polished finish and had to place a special order for them to be honed. Despite the extra effort and cost, I was seriously excited to see them all laid out. Even though the microcement wasn't fully complete, I already knew it was going to all work out perfectly. Following the tiles came the staircase extension. I had asked my stair installer to turn the existing staircase stringer into a drum. Needless to say, he had his work cut out for him. With microcement once again on its way, the final coat took a mere 3 hours. And although we still had cabinetry and finishes to go, it already felt completely transformed. Loving the progress that we made on the basement bathroom, the finished microcement, the tiles, the colors complement each other so well, and it's just really nice when your design ideas are turning out to be pretty nice together and working.
Yeah, good combination of materials. The colors work really nicely together, so you did a great job in setting that up.
Yeah.
I'm really impressed with how the basement stairs came out. the winder box, the stringer that runs and curls into a drum, as well as the bullnose on the bottom. Just a good mix of like contemporary and classic.
Okay, I'm getting so excited. This is going to be another momentous week for me and Adam. We have never had a working washer and dryer since moving into this house. We quickly learned, like on day 2 of moving in, that both our machines here were broken. So we've been just lugging our laundry to our parents' house and doing it every weekend when we possibly can. But last weekend, Adam's cousin was in town, so he helped us move our laundry machines, our new ones, into the bathroom and stack them so they're ready to go. Both the electrician and plumber are coming this week so they can hook them up and do some other stuff in the bathroom. But essentially, we're going to be having working laundry machines by the end of the week, which is just such a luxury to me at this point. Like, I am so excited. I cannot even begin to express. Like, this will be at the top of my gratitude list for the entire week. With the laundry machines hooked up, we can move on to flooring. For the basement, we went with a click-together engineered hardwood that floats above the radiant floors. Following install, I ram-boarded the floors and got to work on foiling the ceiling. Before I could get started on foiling though, there was a lot of prep work that needed to be done. With the ceiling now ready, I started to foil. I learned a lot in the first pass, including how fun and meditative the process could be. Still, with only naps and evenings to work on this project, it took me weeks to complete. And for those 3 or so weeks, I looked like I was the host of a glitter party. It was in my hair, on my glasses. Thankfully, it was pretty easy to vacuum up, so I was still able to get the shower glass installed. But yeah, what a fun project. I'll make sure to share the DIY tutorial on Sew at Home if anyone's interested in learning more. So I was definitely a bit nervous to start the gold foil ceiling project because I had never had any foiling experience up to this point, minus the little test patch I did to find out which color I wanted. But I think it turned out so well, and I actually really like how it looks.
Yeah, I was skeptical at first. I didn't know if it was going to work or all come together, but you did a great job. And it really gives entertainment room, theater room vibes down here.
Next on the list was fine carpentry. There were 3 doors that needed to be hung along with all the baseboards and trim. While my carpenter got to work on that, I tested my paint colors, and after seeing the unexpected color cast the green patch sent onto the freshly foiled ceiling, I was starting to rethink my decision on doing 3 of the 4 walls green. While I noodled over what I was going to do, our new ductless ACs arrived and were installed. Adam and I were also able to finally get rid of all the ram board on both the main floor and basement. It was so gratifying to see the floors again, and with cabinetry arriving the following week, I was both relieved and happy we were nearing the end.
So the AC is finally in at long last. Should have done it years ago. It was getting pretty unbearable in the house, especially on the 2nd floor, but guys came, units are installed, and it's made a world of difference in the house.
This guy did not stop talking about how happy he was that we got AC for like an entire week. I was really excited to see how the cabinetry was gonna look in the basement, because after doing those green patches and seeing this cast that it was leaving on the ceiling, I was a little bit worried, but I had to wait until obviously they were in. I was able to source a nice big rem piece though for all the countertops that we still needed to make, which is always great because it saves you a little bit of money. The more the cabinetry got pulled off the truck, the more excited I got about my final decision to go cream on 3 of the 4 walls and keep only 1 wall, the cabinetry wall, green. Following cabinetry install, my carpenter came back to complete the understairs cabinet, which required some finicky work that could only be done on site. Then the painters got to work spraying all the baseboards, trim, and doors. Adam and I were especially impressed by the transformation of the Naughty Pine staircase, so much so I'm not sure I want to cover them in a runner anymore. Once painting was complete, we could move on to electrical finishes. This was such an exhilarating moment, watching the TV arch, ceiling cove, and all those other special features we had been working on for months come alive. All we had to do left was countertops and install our plumbing fixtures, and we were officially donezo.
So, final thoughts.
Yeah.
I think all your design choices worked out really well. The basement has some of the same design elements as the second floor, but it also has its own unique features that really let it stand on its own.
Yes, I love how the microcement bathroom turned out. I think Hubert from Service Culture did such a great job, and I love it so much. It's kind of a shame that it's in the basement and not our master bathroom.
I'm really pleased with how the stairs turned out as well. Ariel was able to fill in all those knots on the wood and then give it a really great paint job that looks really clean.
Yeah, the cabinetry is also super beautiful. I love the round corner detail. I think it ties in well with the curved ceiling and also the bullnose on the staircase. So it came together really, really nicely.
When you first pitched the cove ceiling, I wasn't quite sure what you meant or how it was going to turn out, but that in combination with the foil in the ceiling just really gives this whole room an amazing entertainment room vibe.
Oh, I'm glad you think so. Well, if you guys want to get any more information or see any behind the scenes photos from this episode, you can always go check out the blog post that accompanies this episode. You can also follow me on Instagram or at So at Home now and see what other design and DIY content I am putting together. Other than that, thanks for following us on this home renovation journey, and hopefully I'll see you at So at Home. Bye.